Joining me today on the Capitol Show, Johnny Fratto. You are running for Congress in Florida 26th District. You are most welcome. I didn't met you in person, but I know you through a friend, and I'm so glad to have you on my show. I know that you have been endorsed by prominent figures associated with America First movement, like Roger Stone. How do you plan to align yourself with the former President Trump agenda vision for America? And what specific Trump-era policies do you intend to advocate if it's elected?
Well, that's a great question. I mean, first, yes, I'm fortunate enough to have Roger Stone, George Papadopoulos, Alfie Oakes of Seed Table, in Naples, kind of a kingmaker over there, all endorse me, and it's been really fantastic. I'm an America First guy through and through and all the way. So I'm a strict constitutionalist, and I feel like that's what we've gotten away from, and that's what our politicians have gotten away, in my opinion, because at least we know who the Democrats are. The rhinos, nobody knows where they're coming from. Most people don't follow their Congress people's voting records, and it's pretty simple to do. All you got to do is look up their Liberty score, see how they vote, and that's all there is to it. But most people don't take the time to do this. So this is why President Trump had such a problem in his first term, because he had all these people around him that were not with him, really. So he was a one-man show. And now President Trump needs as many America First soldiers behind him as he can possibly get in the halls of Congress. And that's what I am. So, what policies is he, you said, am I going to get behind? Well, pretty much everything President Trump says is gold to me. Ending the Department of Education, getting rid of all this bureaucracy, obviously securing the border first and foremost. All this human trafficking that's been going on has got to come to an end.
We're gonna talk in detail about each part of this issues in Florida, especially.
Yeah.
If you can hear me well, I'm gonna ask you about Mario Diaz-Balart, your opponent.
Yeah.
How do you plan to differentiate yourself from Diaz-Balart and convince voters that you are the better choice for this district?
So, yeah, it's actually kind of easy, and he's doing my job for me. So Mario Diaz-Balart has been in Congress. This is his 11th term, and his brother was there for 5 terms before him. So they've held this seat for 30 years. It is a dynasty, and not many people know this, but Mario's uncle was Fidel Castro. That is messed up. So how did the Cuban people allow Fidel Castro's nephew to be in, both of his nephews to be in power there for 30 years? I don't know. But the way I'm differentiating myself is, I've doxed myself on every show I've ever gone on. So my phone number is 310-926-7792. To anybody that wants to reach out and call me, tell me problems they're having in our district. Tell me their problems they're having in America. Because really, look, I'm here for the people. I'm here for my constituents. A guy like Mario doesn't answer his phone. So that's one big differentiator. You can't get Mario on the phone. The second is, I'm taking a little bit of a different approach to winning. I'm going super grassroots, even though I'm doing it a little bit of the traditional way. I've got like the Trump Latinos that made a great music video for me. Forgiato Blow made another one. The guy that did Trump Baby just did a song for me. I'm really in there with the people. I'm door knocking every day. I don't speak Spanish. I wish I did.
But they support you. And this is, it seems from how you talk, there is a little bit of Trump in you. This is why I'm going to ask you, why do you think that President Trump is the best choice for leading the country in these elections?
Because he's real. He speaks from the heart. He's not a talking head. Whenever I go somewhere, I never have a speech that's pre-planned in my head. I don't have a stump speech. I don't care to do a stump speech. Every time I talk, it's going to be from the heart. When President Trump talks, it's from the heart. What he's saying is real. And the man can talk all day long. I mean, he could probably talk for 10 hours straight if he had to.
How did you see the reaction of his base while he was speaking at the RNC? How did you see the reaction? What might be the potential impact on his campaign after, of course, the attempt assassination?
Well, it's unfortunate that happened, and it's a tragedy for the man that died there, that great firefighter that died there. But for President Trump, I think it just, look, I think everybody sees what's going on. I think people are very awake now. The Great Awakening is happening right before our very eyes. And look, it happened to President Kennedy in 1963, and it almost happened to President Trump. It almost happened to Ronald Reagan. It almost happened to President Trump the other day. The last great hope to restore this nation to its greatness, to make America great again. And I think it strengthened the base even more than it ever has been. Look, they raided his home. They indicted him. They convicted him. The man has 33 more felonies than Al Capone, like he always liked to say, which is psychotic. And now they tried to kill him. And, there's nothing they can do to take this guy out because, and call me crazy, but, I think God is protecting this man. And, I think that, I think that the people of America, we're awake and we're not going to take it anymore. Look how many people on the left are even defending President Trump now, saying that this should not happen. I mean, there's still a few haters out there, obviously, and there always going to be. But I think for the most part, people are waking up in droves.
Johnny, any updates or insights on the current status of the investigation and its key findings so far in the assassination attempt against former President Trump? Anything we can share with our audience regarding this issue?
That I don't know. But what I do know is, I mean, look, I know as much as the rest of us, and I know that it's almost impossible. Look, I've been to Trump rallies. The security there is pretty good. I gotta say, it doesn't make sense. How did this guy get in? How was he allowed to even take the shot in the first place? There is Secret Service everywhere. That Kimberly Cheadle should step down. She's the worst of the worst. And I personally think, where there's smoke, there's fire. And if I'm sorry that sloped roof was not too far away. And to say that, I didn't allow my guys to go up there because the roof is sloped. Bullshit. I'm sorry to say. Bullshit. It's not real. It's stupid.
Do you think President Trump's life is still in danger until
absolutely. Absolutely. Look, I think he needs as many people protecting him as humanly possible. I think, I don't know what personal security he has around him, but whoever it is, I hope they step up their game tremendously. Hopefully the Secret Service has not been compromised, which is what I'm worried about. Hopefully there's still good ones. And I think that, we need to worry every single day about his safety. But look, the man has come this far, and I don't think anything's going to take him out at this point. So, I think, like I said, it sounds crazy, but I truly believe this man is protected by God himself.
Yeah. What do you think about the situation in the Democratic Party? There is in August the Democratic National Convention. How do you read the situation of this party? Who gonna be a nominee? Is it gonna stay? Biden gonna stay, or now we see Kamala Harris is stepping in? Your approach?
God only knows with that bunch. I mean, they're the weirdest people in the world. I mean, it's obvious that Biden's going to step down. There's going to be a change of batter coming soon. We know that. Who's it going to be? That's anybody's guess.
Is it if Biden stepped down, is it for the benefit of Donald Trump or the contrary?
I don't think it matters, honestly. I think whatever they do from this point is just comedy. I laugh at every single thing they do because nothing has taken Trump out. It doesn't matter whether it's Michelle, Big Mike Obama. It doesn't matter whether it's Gavin Newsom. It doesn't matter if it's Kamala Harris. It doesn't matter if it's Hillary Clinton. It doesn't matter if it's the devil himself. Donald Trump is going to be the next president of the United States. And, they could throw whatever they want at him. They're not taking him down. I promise you that.
So we're going to buy our tickets or reserve our tickets for the inauguration. Mr. Fratto, what are your thoughts on J.D. Vance as Donald Trump's vice president nominee? Considering that Vance transitioned from initially criticizing Trump in 2016 to becoming a strong supporter and now running as a VP.
Well, look, I want to believe the best in everybody. And I know JD Vance and Don Jr. are close. I know that obviously President Trump picked JD Vance for his VP, so there's got to be a very good reason he did that. Do I like the stuff that JD Vance has said about President Trump in the past? No, not at all. I do like the fact that he's a veteran, which is fantastic. I love that. But do I like anybody that said I'm a never Trumper? Do I like anybody that said, oh, I'm gonna have to hold my nose and vote for Hillary Clinton? No, I don't love it. But hopefully, look, I believe anybody can change. Maybe he truly has. I don't know. Time will tell with that. Here's the honest to God truth. Here's my true thoughts on it. The only person I truly trust in all of government right now is President Donald J. Trump.
Yeah.
Everybody else is ancillary to me. There's a few people that do a few good things. I love Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah.
I love. She's a badass. I love her. Matt Gaetz does good stuff. I like Thomas Massey's and the Fed bill. There's a lot of people that have been doing a lot of good things, but at the end of the day, it's all about President Donald J. Trump for me. So everybody else, you got to keep proving yourself.
Yeah, but his choice of Vance, do you think that will affect positively the states where there is the vote is not clear? Is it blue or red?
Yeah.
I mean, how will influence the campaign? I mean, the voters, particularly.
Yeah, I think that those swing states, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, I think that, I think it will influence those. Although, like I said, I don't really think President Trump needs anybody's help in influencing anything. He's got a movement going on that's bigger than any vice presidential pick or anything he's doing. He's got a real movement. And when you're with people in the movement, you feel it. It's electric.
Yeah.
And it's like nothing you've ever felt before. I mean, look, politics was boring and dead until Donald J. Trump came along. Think about it. The Uniparty lulled everybody to sleep. I mean, it didn't matter whether you're watching, boring George Bush, low energy Jeb, Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, Mitt Romney. These guys suck. They're boring. They're outdated. They're dinosaurs. And all the Democratic Party are idiots. So the whole thing about it is Trump came in and woke everybody up and made politics fun to watch.
Look, I'm gonna choose one topic because we're running out of time. You have a meeting. I will choose the border security. I want to know your policies and how do you see how we can propose a strategy to secure the borders while also providing a clear pathway for legal immigration. This country is based on legal immigration, but not people who are coming with drugs and criminals and whatever. Your thoughts?
Well, first and foremost, look, in the state of Florida where I am here, there's a lot of people that come over for real amnesty, people that escaped communism in Cuba, people that genuinely need amnesty.
Yeah.
But there are these people from China, from the Middle East, from a lot of different South American countries that do not they're not really coming here for amnesty. They're coming here for the free ride. They're coming here for the $2,200 a month. That's more money than people that have been paying into Social Security their whole lives get. They're these and obviously we need to fix this. I've heard a lot of Border Patrol agents speak on just how to do that. One guy was very smart. He said in his step. The way he wants to do is a three-prong approach. And he said President Trump got behind this, which is A, the border wall, which we desperately need. Is that going to stop him all the way? No, it's not going to stop him all the way, but it's going to slow him down tremendously. Second, sorry.
It's okay. We can
Secondly, besides the border wall, we need boots on the ground because as soon as those people do breach that wall, oh my gosh, look at that.
It's okay.
Oh boy.
It's the devil.
The vibration from the phone keeps, I have it propped up on these things. Okay.
It's the damn devil.
So, the border wall, we need boots on the ground as soon as these people breach the wall, we need boots on the ground to get them and see, we need technology, drones and everything like that to see from the sky what these people are bringing in. Because, according to this Border Patrol agent, look, a lot of the times they have one of the three things or two of the three things. So, look, they had a bunch of technology before, but they had no wall. They had no boots on the ground. So sure, they could see all this fentanyl coming over, but there was nobody to go grab these people and there was no way to stop them. So we need all three of these things to be able to do that. And I believe we need as much National Guard and Coast Guard on the shores of Florida as humanly possible to stop anything from coming in on the coastline. So yeah, 100%. We got to stop this from happening. We are getting taken advantage of, and it's horrible.
Yeah, I'm gonna wish you all the luck for the 20 August primary elections, and I'm gonna stop here because of the difficulty technical issue. But John Fratto, I'm so glad you are on my show, and thank you for your time, and we keep in touch.
Thank you so much, Maria.
Hey, Maria Malouf here. Please click to like and subscribe to Maria Malouf TV YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.